tempted in the garden.
Light of Christ.
Look, Adam, the little bird comes when I call.
Thanks
God
be
is good to
to
us.
God.
He has given us everything. Everything except fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Yes, that is forbidden. But Eve wondered, and one day she goes to the tree and gazes at the forbidden fruit. Satan, in the form of a serpent, tempts Eve. Are you sure God not said not to eat this fruit? Oh yes, if we even touch it, we'll die.
Daddy, this is kind of like...
Oh, you won't die if you touch it. See, and if you eat it, you will be wise, just like God.
Wait, did you write this?
You're right, and if the fruit will make me wise, sure there's no harm in taking just a bite. Adam, it tastes delicious, and it will make you wise. Is that it?
Did you write this?
That's not. Hold on, I'm not done, Kay. Let me finish. But the forbidden fruit has far different effects than the serpent promised. Suddenly, Adam and Eve realize they may have obeyed God. Their innocence is taken away as well. We're not just wise, we're just naked. Cover yourself with these leaves. We must hide.
I'm so cold.
In the stillness of the garden, God comes to Adam and Eve. Do you know you were naked? Have you eaten the fruit I told you not to eat? I only ate it because women you gave me handed to me. The serpent you created tricked me. Because you disobeyed me, you must leave this beautiful garden. From now on, you'll have to work hard to survive. God makes clothes Adam and Eve out of animal skins and send them away. Look, a flaming sword blocks the entrance to the garden. We can never go back now. Where can we go? What can we do? God's promise of salvation. The perfect unity between God and his beloved creation is now broken for all time. Adam and Eve are forced to create a new life out of their shame, knowledge and shame. But already, God has a plan to redeem his creation. God promises that one day he will send a savior to his people. All right, I'm going to do a story arc summary. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to start with the screenplay first. Let me give it maybe 2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, so P1.
Come on.
Alright, so in the panel 1, Adam and Eve is in the garden with foreground of animals. Eve told Adam about the wonders. Adam agrees. Okay, so the second one is
No. No. Just want to move on. Oh, why?
I'm gonna speed things up here because I think I'm taking too much time. God appears, light, P7, which is a little roughy.
Oh, I was so close. Come on.
Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly go through what I noticed. So Adam and Eve is in the foreground with animals. So I noticed that, okay, so it has a theme of actually having the
Daddy,
animals.
who are you talking to?
Shh, the computer, I'm recording. Recording, the animals right here. And then small panels are action. So they have this thing where they have a setting or opening, and then basically long shot, mid shot, close up, right? So it's supposed to get more intense. I'm gonna take note of that. So maybe long shot, mid shot, close up. It's not really fully close up, but it does get more intense. So intensity goes up. And then the second one, let's see. So this one's a dark one. This one's sort of a turn. So turn of our plot point, I guess. I don't know. What's the plot point? Okay. Okay, so the first one set up. The second one is plot point. And then this is climax. So this is when, this is urge builds. Urge builds. Eve's intention is to eat, and her curiosity fights her. And then, so this is really a story about Eve and how she destroyed everything else. Okay, I'm not gonna get too deep into this because I'm running out of time. But over here, okay, so then it actually jumped to quite a bit of narration. Like the main plot point is all dialogue, and so it goes like this. Like the narration, slow. This almost slows down the pace with dialogue, right? And then it goes on to narrate, which sort of speeds up the event. But the curious thing is that the way they did it is actually slowing it down. I don't know if I would do it this way. So this whole thing looks like an outro. Okay, like this whole thing, right? Okay, so we're gonna do this. So 2 minutes. Let's do a little, let's check out the summary. Okay, we'll do 2 minutes of what? Frame again and repeat. Okay. Copy, so the first one is copy, character, and dialogue outline. Copy, character, and dialogue outline. Okay. Ready? Go. So we do. So this first page, we got 3 pages, right? So 3. Damn, these, I need a ruler for it. Hey, Kate, you have a ruler? Oh shit, she does. Okay. And then a ruler right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. So and then we have sort of this thing. So we got 2 blocks right here. I kind of knew that. And then we do it again. So long shot. I don't think this serves any more purpose than. Yeah, I don't know if this layout makes too much sense right here. Talk, close up, okay. I think this really is to show the distance between the snake and Eve on the bottom. I think the reason for a plano is actually for the purpose of camera perspective, like a camera shot that actually has both. And it uses a background here. I'm gonna do this. So these things are a background of, it's like something bad, right? So this is an action shot right here. So this is an important scene. I'm gonna make it red. Important scene. So these are actions. I think these are more established shot. Ah, shoot. Yeah. Okay, dang it, it's flipped. Okay, so then these are establishing shot. I'm gonna make action right here. Establishing shot is always green. Okay, is this annoying? Or is it funny? Oh wow, you can have different pens and different ones. Okay. You establishing shot. Sort of establishing shot. Action, action. And then last bit, we got. Okay, dang, it's 2 seconds. Oh shoot, I didn't do it right. Did I do 2 minutes? I think I had 3 minutes. Okay, whatever. So, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are running away. Shame. And this guy can just draw stick figures. No, let's go. And then of course there's some branch. So there's this idea of hiding. So it's gonna be behind. So you got a foreground hiding. And then you have a light. So God appears. So this is actually an important sequence. I wish actually this panel should have been a tad bit, I would say, bigger, right? Because it's not. I'm gonna make black. Okay, yeah. So that one should be bigger. And then so it really should be side by side by side. I think you run because right now it seems almost as if it's running backwards or something. Right? I would rather have run, see light, and run more. So maybe I'll do it somewhere one of the times, but you got run, and then you have the landscape right here. Okay, and so you have, so now they're hiding, right? So you can see from here that the real God, I don't know if I would do it this way, right? Because you can't really tell, it's like almost like God's far away, right? There's no sort of light, right? It should be somehow like running away from a source of light. And I think way to fix it is if this were bigger, right? If this really across of sorts would be bigger and then follow a narration. So overall, I mean, it's okay, I guess. Okay, so I think it's time for okay, so we got 2 more minutes. Now what we're doing is copy emotions, identify mood. Okay, we're gonna do a character study. So, dude, this is actually working out really well with the mouse. Okay. So let's do a character study. Okay. Let's do this again. So, ready, set. Maybe. You know, I wish I could like stamp these. I was gonna make these into stamps. You know, so let's do these. Okay. I must say, recording this has been working out quite well. I actually got my daughter saying just now who you're talking to. So if you're reading this, if you're listening to this, thanks for being one of my first audience while I get better at my craft. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the draw the characters. Ready, set, 2 minutes. I give it 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes, let's go. So 1, 2, and then we got 3, 4. Yeah, of course. Oh. Okay, and then we got, okay, so 1, what was that, 2, 3, the serpent scene. So up, I think it's up there, and then you got that serpent. I think the main character is actually, I would say it's Eve as a protagonist. It's actually pretty telling. It's like a typical arc, right? You have an establishing scene where everything's great. and then sort of this catalyst right here of talking about the fruit. And the evil approaches, and Eve, yeah, she did have a conscience right here. She said, even when we touch it, we'll die. But then she can't resist it. And her eyes become like, ooh, like she's possessed, right? You actually can kind of tell, right? Like her eyes change. I really like the way they did the expressions here. I think this is so great right here. Okay. I can actually tell like her mood changing on the spot. I guess that's the power of that. And they'll shoot that 21 seconds? No, 1 minute. Okay, so this is Adam. Shoot, that's not a great picture. All right, I gotta do this right. So, the foreground, Adam. And then he has an apple. And then I think this is like some sort of foreshortening kind of thing. And then you can see it from the treetops. The angle is actually from the tree down. And the last thing, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, dialogue right here. Adam and Eve running away. And they're running away. I make it slanted. It's like, whoa, so bright of a light. You can see it right here. And then right here, you got running away. It's like, run. Okay, so you got direction running this way, direction running this way some more. Yeah, I don't know if there's something missing between this one and this one. I can't. Okay, I'm running out of time. Okay, well, the good thing is I didn't exactly copy the emotions. A little bit, I followed the characters. Adam actually did not have a main part in this. He didn't do anything. He probably just ate. Oh no, what'd you do? So, okay, so then I'm gonna do this one. Copy your frames again. Act out. Okay, so I got 2 things left, right? So I think, at first I was like, should I do a little bit more of an emotional copy and study? But I think that has a lot to do with the style that I'm doing it in, right? Because the style, so then, and plus I can have hacker reference when it comes, when it's all done. So, yeah, so I think this is fine. All right, so now the next thing is I actually I can memorize on top of my head right here. 1, 2, and then you got 1, 2, and this is Adam with the apple. Is it right? Yeah, it is. And then doo. Oh wow. Actually, kind of cool that it didn't show the emotions. Actually, I really love, like, this scene is actually quite amazing. Because he's doing it against his conscience, right? She does not know what she's doing, but he's actually the main character that betrayed his conscience. Oh, I love that. Okay. Okay, so then this one, I didn't exactly copy a dialogue, but maybe I can do this one. Oh, I didn't even start a timer. Okay, let's start a timer. Okay, so let's do the setting. So we got a tree right here, and a tree right here. I do broad stroke this time. I forget about tracing it right, and then trees right here. They had a lot of like a foreground thing to set out a distance, but then at some point, and this is more like a shadowy figure. So this is darkness. I think another thing I would do is actually make, this place is bright. They were able to make this really bright. So bright, And it got this woo feeling. It's like this ambiguous likeness, right? So the tree comes on to the foreground. That's pretty cool. And then you have, see the tree right here, right? Yeah, tree actually starts showing its details. Hang on, 1 minute left. Yeah, good thing I have a timer actually. The serpent, and then there's no background here. And this one is Adam finding it, and then this one right here, everything comes into light now, this part. So they're running away, and then dude, I actually think I need to do that? Okay, I can. Okay, so there's no background here. If anything, this would be a sun, and then the background over here. I'm gonna start rushing it so much because these are not the best details. So we got that, God's promise. All right, so we got this bright light right here. Yeah, so that's not bad. Okay, so again, let's do a distance. So the environment, what it looks like now is it got bright, and then to illustrate that it's bright, it uses a dark foreground, right? It's like this broad perspective. And then you have this close-up where the tree and the apple comes closer into view. I would actually focus more on the apple right here. But I guess you gotta fit even somehow in both their expressions. I feel like though the apple could be in the foreground and then Eve could be a little bit background. I guess it sort of makes me feel like it's skipping the camera. Like the pacing of this. Yeah, the pacing is cool, right? I mean, it's got... Okay, time's up. I'm gonna try to not do this too much. Okay, so last thing I'm going to do, I am going to replicate this from memory. So you'll get a sense of just how far I've come. I actually don't think I did the first replicate from memory one, but I think that's fine. Right? Thank you so much. You know, like, you might be wondering why my... Okay, so we got ready, set, go. Okay. I'm gonna do one, I think got two. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Adam with the apple right here. So darkness, apple, the cover of the expression. So and then this is so totally dark, right? So actually, I think I maybe use highlighter later. Okay, so then we got the serpent right here, somewhere like this, over a tree branch, and then Eve right here. And whoa, whoa. Excuse my drawing. Okay, so then we got Eve going possessed. Ooh. Oh, and then got an apple right here. And then we have, what'd you do? Oh no, I think this is more like their secret discussion. She like that. So up, secret discussion. Like the scripting of this is actually pretty legit. I think it might be artistic execution that, yeah, the scripting is actually pretty legit. I don't know who wrote it, but like panel by panel, you can see like this is pretty. And then they got sun, different animals here. Different animals here. At this point, they don't even look like anything, but hopefully by just talking aloud and getting some of this in my brain. And I mean, I'm sure there's water here somewhere. Okay, I'm cheating a little bit. So 2 talking, and then we got a revealing of the apple, and then Eve, maybe somewhere here, just appearing. Do you actually know what'd be cool if I can redraw this in my style? It'd be pretty awesome, actually. And then, so this one's completely dark, and then we got 3 more panels right here. I think right here is light, and then running away, and then we got running away some more, and then somehow the perspective switched, and then we've switched the camera right here, and then actually that's pretty cool, running away from that. So okay, how much time do I have left? 30 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and color in what I think should be the right, let's see, shading to this, right? So this is dark. So this one's completely foreground, and this one is bright too. And then this one is a little bit darker, right? This one darker. And then this one is really dark. Gotta do it twice. So now you got dark serpent event. So this is good and evil. So light comes out, evil comes out, and then this is immersion of 1. You eat it. And then right here, now is the darkness now. But then you were gonna get more focus on him, and then ultimately he did it too. Right, so, oh no. And then now we on the actually a brighter side of running away, and then light right here. So now they're tainted almost, right? So now they're tinted, and then away from the light that is God. All right, so I think that was actually pretty awesome. I'm gonna go back and sort of just recap a little bit about what I did, right? So, all right, so Adam and Eve in a garden with foregrounded animals. Eve told Adam about the world wonders. Adam agrees that this is great. Eve spoke of what is curious, and Adam is forbidden. And then, I'm gonna read it again. Eve spoke of what is curious, Adam forbidden. Eve's curiosity lurks. Satan in the form of servant tempts Eve. A conversation ensues. Eve betrays conscience. Adam in another eats. Darkness should be darker. Eve, Adam runs. God appears light. Adam and Eve run away. Rapid and summary. All right, so what did I notice about these 2 things that I did? I think it's actually pretty cool that I'm actually appreciating how well written this book is, especially this scene, right? It's just so powerful. It uses on some devices like the foreground being dark to make it seem brighter, right? And all of a sudden you have this story arc where this is like good versus evil, right? That Eve literally is tempted towards the evil. And once the evil's there, she grabs it. Now she becomes evil, right? She submits. So she make a decision at some point, like a catalyst, a turning point. And then the illustration shows that through the lighting. As soon as Eve eats it, and she hands it over to Adam, and Adam eats. Like, if I could compare the top and the bottom panel, it's almost like there's a point of no return, right? Like she eats, and then now she convinces Adam to eat. So, and then lastly, they run away, and light comes out, and sort of this conclusion in a more rushed manner, I suppose. Yeah, there's not a lot of action, I actually don't feel like the running away has enough effect of action. Maybe lines would help, but I think an exercise maybe I should look into is basically translating all this in the style that I want, right? And devices that I use that I borrow from manga, and look at these guys, right? Like I could technically definitely use, if there is action items, I'll be like, run, and then still using lines to illustrate that there's light right here, right? And then this one will be a sunlight feeling. So yeah, I think lines are cool. All right, so that's it. And maybe do more practice.